call the meeting of the Granite Falls City Council to order. Agenda additions, what I'm hearing from staff, 6C1. We will scratch that from tonight. We're waiting for some more information and stuff. Anything else from staff?
Nope.
Nothing else from staff, anything from council? Okay, then we'll go ahead and get started here. We're looking for a motion to approve the agenda, consent agenda, or if anybody wants anything pulled from that.
Motion to approve.
Thank you. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, thank you. Any other discussion on the consent agenda? All those in favor of approval signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? All right, thank you. We'll just work down the list here until we get to the times or we have some discussions here tonight. So we'll go to 5A, the EDA board.
Just information, no council action.
Okay. And everything was enclosed in our packets. Anybody have anything on that? Okay, seeing none, we'll move on to 5B, the park board.
Mostly just information, but I do want to make a point to mention that the committee talked about the skate park equipment. I know this has been shared with council in the past, that once it got to its end of life use, it was going to be removed, and due to, again, the condition it's in, not being able to find any replacement parts, and the divots and the rubber, it's becoming a liability. So the park board is of the opinion and conclusion that it's time to remove it. And at this time, there's no plan in place for replacing it. But I just wanted to make council aware of that.
Brad, do you see, living down there, do you see, does that get used quite a bit or anything?
You talking skate park?
The
or-
skate.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yes.
okay,
Winter park, yes.
Yes,
That
okay.
park, there's
Yeah, I'm
picnics
talking
there.
about the skateboard.
okay,
Park people there. I wouldn't say every day when I come home, but
Okay.
about 3 out of 5 nights
Yeah,
when I
yeah.
come home, there's people there
Okay.
playing. Especially in the summer, the winter, obviously not so
Yeah,
much, but
yeah.
summertime, there's a lot of people there.
because we got some wearing equipment down there too.
That one's getting rough.
Yeah, okay,
But yeah, when the time comes, I'd like to see that get replaced. We're not
okay,
something similar to what we did up on Highland. Wouldn't be
Okay.
so bad.
back to the skate park though, skateboard and stuff.
Yep.
Really, haven't had anybody asking questions or, I don't see nobody down there, I guess myself, when I went by, but,
Anyone use it, but-
so.
See them on Main Street more than I do the skating.
There you go, yeah. Yep, yep. Okay, anything else on the park board? Okay, 6A, then the bridge lighting request.
Enclosed is a request from the chamber for November 21st to the 24th to be red and green. This is to celebrate their holiday event. And then in addition, they are asking permission for November 29th to be blue, and that's in celebration of Small Business Saturday.
Okay. Any discussion on that? Anybody have a motion to approve that?
Motion to approve.
Thank you. Is there a second?
I'll second.
All right. Any other discussion? All those in favor of the bridge lighting request signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay. Let's see here, let's go to 6B1, consider assessment of delinquent utility charges.
So
They
you're
were attached, okay, go ahead.
brought before council every year, so staff's just asking permission to stop active collection and allow for assessment. And of course, it wouldn't go in effect until January, so these individuals can continue to pay on these accounts, and then we just simply remove them if it's paid. Otherwise, it would go on the parcel for assessment.
So they have till January 1st.
To some of the newer council people here, how this works, about 4 years ago, I believe the federal government gave us permission to take past due utilities and assess them to their property. And then they have to pay them with their tax and stuff. So it's been a great deal for us and things. And if you look at the number, I think we're probably right around 180 something, 187. It looks like a big number, but I'm happy to tell you, it's about 37,000 less than what it was last year at this time. So, but anyways, we can take these past due utilities now, and if it's approved tonight, we turn them over to the county, and the county puts them on their real estate taxes, and they have to pay them in two parts with their
Yeah, we send
taxes.
a preliminary list and then a finalized
Okay.
list, I believe.
Yep, yep. So, any discussion on that? Then we'd be looking for a motion to approve the delinquent tax list to be passed on to the county. Thank you. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Thank you. Any other discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay. Well, it's 7:06. We can go down here and we got the Vera Hospital Board. I think, Dan, you're gonna be representing the hospital board tonight.
Yeah, I'll take the fall for that one too. I told him I'll get him in the next meeting, but I didn't follow up and confirm. Or
Okay.
so, we'd met about 2 weeks ago and as a board, and in our contract or our lease agreement with Vera Hospital with the city of Granite Falls, it says construction on the new hospital must begin by 2027, not in 2027, but by, which is almost a year from now, which in construction world, that comes by really fast. So we thought it'd be a good idea, since the city is under contract with a lease, that the city would send a not a reminder, but just like a, hey, hope things are going well. Just wanted to get an update on where we're at, and if you want to come and meet with city council and talk about updates. And then we'll sign as a board too, as an Avera board, but the lease isn't with the Avera board, it's with the city of Granite Falls. We've done our due diligence as a city of getting utilities set up there. The hospital has done their study on cost. It needs to be updated, because it's about a year old and stuff keeps going up, but,
Would you like me to go ahead and take a first
yeah, they
crack
thought it'd
at
be a
the-
good idea if you could write,
Yep.
like, kind
I
of
can-
pen
I
a
can
letter, and
start
then we
it.
can review and we can all
Yep.
sign and.
Yeah,
So-
I can put one together and then send it to you to review if council's okay with that.
As far as the hospital, I mean, I do know that they've done their soil borings and stuff up there, and the site plan and stuff's kind of laid out. But, yeah, I suppose a little letter to pass on,
Like, we didn't forget, you know.
pass along, yeah.
We're still
Yep,
waiting.
so, okay. Okay,
So at the end state we wanted to have is just like agreeing that letter should come from the city and signed by the city council.
okay,
And then between now and the next meeting, maybe we'll just review it and.
Yeah, well, I can put that draft together probably this weekend
Okay.
and then send it to you, and we
Yep,
can kind
I'll
of go
pass
back
it on
and
to the
forth,
board
and,
then.
yeah, make sure everyone's comfortable with it, and then I can just email it out to council.
Yeah.
okay, yep. Yeah, okay. Do you need any type of formal action on that or anything, or just a,
I think consensus
Consensus?
is,
yeah,
yeah, I think that's fine.
okay. So we all fine with the city, Crystal putting a letter together to pass on to the Vera Hospital? Great. Any other discussion? Okay. Anything else from your side, Dan?
No.
Okay,
We'll review it when we get the letter.
okay.
I'll get you something this week.
Then we'll jump back up to 6B2, Airport Maintenance and Operations Grant Agreement.
This is a yearly agreement that I bring before council, and what this allows is we can reimburse for maintenance expenditures incurred out at the airport, up to 75%, up to a max of 27,763. So, council needs to approve continuing that agreement.
Okay. Anybody have any questions on that? Okay. Anybody care to make a motion on that?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you, Scott. Is there a second?
Second. I'll second.
Okay, Dan? All right. Any other discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay, now we got 6B3, cemetery mowing proposal. And we were fortunate enough to receive another one.
We did. We also did talk to Perry about his proposal. He did not wish to modify it.
Okay?
So we did receive a second proposal, which is lower from Justin in the amount of $750 per session. So if this is, wanted to bring it back before council to hear thoughts, feedback.
Okay. This Justin, he does currently mow some portions for the city
Dog
right
park.
now? Okay,
Dog park.
okay. Anybody have any questions or anything?
He just goes out and knows when it's necessary to, every 6 inches or whatever it is.
Yep, mow and weed whip
Get a
and,
dryer, we get by a little cheaper, if we get a wet.
Yep.
one, it costs us a little more. So be it.
Okay. Like to make that motion?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a second?
second.
All right. Any other discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you. Well, we need to go into approving an ordinance before we have the hearing.
No, we have to hold the hearing first. What do you want to do?
Okay, we'll
This is
jump
here.
down here to, let's take the charitable gambling application for the Lions annual calendar.
And no council action required, just acknowledgement.
Okay.
So acknowledged.
Okay, then we have Dennis Smith is here tonight, and he is asking for a request to waive some assessments. Dennis, you want to come on up here and talk to us? Welcome. I'm just slow. That's all right. We gotta kill some time anyways here before we can. All right, Dennis is asking for us to possibly forgive some assessments against a couple pieces of property that's back on some tax forfeit property with the El Medicine County that's gonna come up for sale this week, right? Yes. Okay. Yep. Anything else to add there or anything?
No, that sums it up very well. Do you
Okay.
want to just maybe share why you're asking for
Well, first of all,
your
I would
request?
say that we kind of changed our mind on one of the properties because we were in there and it smelled like mold pretty bad. So,
Which one is that?
that'd be the Mark Anderson property.
Yep. That'd be the 3310 then, I think it is.
Yes, that's correct.
So we'll scratch that one off.
We might be interested in the Gerald Booth property instead. It's pretty rough shape right now.
Okay, so there's a different one besides the 0307 one that you're interested in besides?
Yes, the 0307, Roy Onspot property.
Yep.
The next one below it is Gerald Booth Park.
That's Janine. This is 34,400, 2903. Okay. Okay. So right now, the Onspach property, the 0307, has about $369 of utility improvements to it. The Busenbark property that you're talking about has 7, 8,
4,400.
$4,400 against it. Okay, just to let council know, the city in the past history has not forgiven the tax improvements against property unless, the only time it's been done is when new construction was gonna happen. Just to give you some past history on that. So,
What I'm looking at is, I might be interested in purchasing one, and my grandson, he's 18, he wants me to purchase one. If I'd be here today, he didn't show up, so he didn't look at me the other day when Christine was here, but anyway, we might each purchase one if the assessments, especially that number 4, or that, I don't know my glasses, but Blusenbach one at least. That would be quite serious, if, you know, would say 4,400 or whatever. But if you're not willing to work with that,
this is improvement here, though.
Is your plan to flip them then, or what's your,
Utilities,
okay?
so that's been assessed against the property, yeah.
I was gonna say, that was gonna be my next question, what the plan was with them.
so if nobody buys them, they get tore down, and you've got no tax income coming in, property taxes. Somebody buys them, fix them up, ongoing revenue.
No. No.
Dennis, which one is this Busenbark? Is that
The big square one
across
across from
from Willie's there? That's the one that's got the broken windows and asbestos slate siding right now.
yes, sir, it is.
That one has been on our list.
That one's been on the county hit list for about 3 years.
The county is planning if that one,
Yeah,
to remove that one.
the county has guaranteed or said that they were gonna remove that.
That one, there
If
is a
it
plan
did
to
not.
remove.
Yeah.
The building inspector actually inspected that one, right?
Yeah, it's been, that one was condemned,
That one was
yes.
condemned.
So could you even flip that one?
I don't know if we're allowed to buy it even,
Yep.
it's for sale by the county, but we're not gonna flip it, we're gonna rent it, obviously.
No, but I mean, if the building inspector,
Yeah, right now it's condemned. You would have to do a lot of improvements to that property to make it livable before the building inspector would pass it. 'Cause Right. Yeah, right now there was a lot of foundation and other issues with the house. There were structural issues, so right now it's on the condemned list. So you would have to do quite a bit, you would have to do all the improvements to make it habitable. We probably have a copy of that inspection. Yeah, I mean, no,
You could probably get one from Christine tomorrow.
Yeah, we
If she
can
could look
find it.
tomorrow.
Otherwise you
You
can
know,
talk
you
to
could stop
Dan.
down and possibly, if there is something on file, get that on what the building inspector found, but it is condemned. I think it was like 2 years ago we condemned it.
Yep, we did.
And the county's been, honestly, they've been looking for some state and federal money to take it down because of the slate siding on it, is why it's still standing. But they have committed to taking it down
They have.
in '25.
And if we ended up buying it in the future, we wouldn't take the slate siding off, we'd just paint it,
Yeah, yeah,
and seal it up again.
sure. Yep, yep. And I guess for council, on that piece that he's talking about across from corner store, I did misspeak when I said that one there is just for unpaid utilities at like $4,000 or so. The other piece of property has utility improvements to it, so. Okay. Well, anybody got any questions, or what are you thinking, or?
Can we do a contingent, like it, I'd be for forgiving it if we had a guarantee that it was gonna get, repaired. But if you find out that it's, too much to, like, then I want that stuff to go back on there. I'm not sure if it helps any, but.
I was in the same boat. I mean, if we waive $4,700 roughly between the two properties,
But we get a nice house out of
we
it.
get two nice houses that are fixed up. We're gonna get $2,000 in taxes. 1,000 of it come to us. We'll have it paid back in 4 or 5 years
Yeah.
in property tax.
If we tear it down, I'm not sure if we
Won't get anything.
county is stuck with the cost of that, but
Yeah, the county would be covering the cost of that for that one.
is that because it's on the county road? Is that why?
No, it's just with the forfeited process because it's going up for forfeiture, and if it's to the point
How
it's
it-
condemned, the county will cover those costs.
It's how
versus
the
like-
money was owed against the property. Yep, yep, yep. And in the past, we have done different things, on a lot where, where somebody did buy it or showed interest in it, and we put a time frame on it of 12 months or whatever. If you do something, then we will forgive that, but if you don't, then in that time amount, then it's dropped. We have done stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I like to see that too, give them some time to fix it up. It's not gonna happen overnight, obviously, but you could have it fixed up by the end of 26 and.
I think you guys all know I've been in the rental business for a while, and we've picked them up pretty decent. I think we rent them out, so.
Okay, so the two pieces of property we're talking about are 34-400-0307. That's the Onspach property for $369. And the other one is
Onspach is
34-4,
4th Street? Across from my house.
Correct.
What kind of shape was that in? Never seen anybody in there since he died.
So to clarify, is council approving this contingent upon all needed improvements made to the property by a certain period of time? Because typically that's what we do, and if that's, goal's not met, then it would go back on the parcel.
Yeah, my only concern is like that one house, if the building inspector's already condemned it, as long as
There's a
he,
lot of work that needs to be done.
as
to-
long as he approves the redo, if the structure and everything, that's a lot of cash for that house, for that lot. But I'd be good with it as long as the building inspector would approve it.
yeah.
Yeah, it technically has. I mean, it's,
Dennis may find out differently, that he doesn't have any interest in that when he sees the paperwork tomorrow, but that's up to him.
Yeah, I mean, it could change his mind.
If he thinks, that's up to him. But what we're here tonight is to see if we'd forgive the unpaid utilities and the unpaid improvements against two pieces of property when he goes to the county tax foreclosure
You've-
auction.
You said in the past you did it, what kind of timeline have you did in the past?
12 months.
I mean, I'd like to make a motion then to forgive the assessments and put a 12-month,
Make them
Date,
livable by
but
the January 1 of 27 or
to
something.
get the forgiveness of the utilities.
Okay. Any other discussion? Or is there a second, I should say?
I'll second that motion.
Okay. Any other discussion? All those in favor of forgiving the utility improvements on one piece and the unpaid utilities on the other piece for 12 months from, what date we gonna use?
Was it next week is the sale?
20th of this week is,
Could we say January 1st, give them a month?
yeah, January 1 of 2027 then?
Yeah.
Okay,
Make another comment, the, sale's on Thursday, the 20th, but if they don't sell, then there's another sale.
Yeah.
December, I don't know what the date is.
yeah.
So we probably won't buy it until December sale, actually.
That's a good a year then, either way.
yeah,
Yeah,
still gives you a year.
yeah. So you're just feeling it out this time. All right. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? All right. Yep.
Hopefully you can save a couple houses, because Lord knows we need them in town, so.
Thanks, Dennis.
Thank you.
Okay, now let's see here. We can drop down to, oh my gosh, we still can't get there.
still good with the 7:15 one.
You can just, yes,
Let's do the public hearing of the city charter amendment. You got anything to add to that?
But do you want to close the meeting and
Huh?
formally open? So typically, we close the
Oh.
council meeting and then formally open the public hearing.
Okay, here we go. Public hearing then for the city charter amendment.
So just as a recap of what this is, this stemmed from a notification from the League of Minnesota Cities that stated they are noticing for charter cities that this needed to be updated in various charters, because we currently don't have it either. Per Minnesota state statute, we are required under there's three petition processes in the city charter, and we are required to have the birthday in there to verify that the individual signing the petition is of legal age to vote, is what it does. So the Charter Commission met and discussed this and recommended to move forward, making the change. Fortunately, it's not really up for discussion. It's a state statute requirement, so we're simply updating the charter to match the requirements of the law. But per modifying the charter process, we are still required to hold a public hearing. After the public hearing ends and there's no concerns or comments against that, we'll move forward at the next council meeting to introduce the first ordinance reading, because changes then have to be done via the ordinance process, and then we'll have the second reading, and then after that, it would be, I think there's like a 60-day even like appeal process that someone could try to appeal it to, but, yeah, we'll continue to follow that process.
Okay. So, is anybody here for the public hearing?
Not for that one.
Okay. Can we close the public hearing?
Yep, if you hear no comments, you can.
Hearing no comments, we'll close the public hearing. Now can we move on to the street? No,
Got a few minutes.
okay.
So the challenging part with these public hearings is because they're advertised in the newspaper, we do have to wait and have them at the time that they're advertised. We can always hold them later, we just can't hold them sooner, so
Okay,
I apologize for
no,
the wait
That's
time of hanging out here.
okay. Well, then I'll just jump down and remind you of the truth and taxation coming up.
So that's the next council meeting, so as a reminder, we'll be meeting at 6:30 versus 7.
Okay. Anything else anybody'd like to bring up to discuss for about 2 minutes? Brad, you gotta have something.
I was just asked Rich if they started breaking ground yet, but. No. Okay.
I see some stakes up and stuff like that, but yeah. 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 Huh. Okay. Well,
Hangout, restroom break,
yeah, bathroom break.
intermission?
I'll just give you a heads up. Somebody seen a coyote over in Rice Park tonight.
Oh.
Ran off up the hill to the east.
Quite the hill to climb.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the pop cans moving around.
Huh.
I see him on that abandoned railroad track every so often.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the one that went to the old NSP plant.
There, I about hit one on Saturday morning, going out to the deer stand right by the NSP plant.
Is it? Yeah.
I didn't slow down, let's put it that way.
It was about, I don't know, 10 years or so ago, we had a gray fox family over here in the Rice Park Hill that they had 3, 4 little ones over there, and the police had them on camera at different times on the car camera.
Really?
Yep, they're just some little gray foxes, cute little things. Yep.
Okay.
All right, 7:30.
Here we go. All right. Now, we are going to move on here to the public hearing, the street vocation for Wyoming School. Rich is here.
Yes, so thank you, Rich, for coming. Wanted to invite him in case anyone had some general questions on the project itself, that was maybe curious and wanted to attend. The purpose of this public hearing is again to vacate a number of streets that are located within the YME building or property area. There's a map enclosed highlighting what that area consists of. Just note on the far west along 7th Street, there is a portion of plotted road that is located between two properties. That section we will not be vacating in case it were to ever change and the school would like to have access from that west side. Granted, right now, yeah, it's kind of a rock pile, but you never know. Something might change someday with that. So we are leaving that as continued to be plotted. But the rest of the portion on 6th Street, 8th Avenue, and Granite Street that run through there, we would be vacating all of that. We would continue to maintain utility easements, but obviously understand that some of these areas, there's gonna be a building on it, right? But we will still retain the easements in case if we ever need to come in, at least from those access points of where it was vacated. So with that, yeah, happy to answer questions or.
Everybody understand what we got going on here and any questions or concerns or anything? Just kind of some housekeeping stuff that
Yeah, clean
probably
it
should have
up,
been done years ago.
clean it up, and then, hopefully those separate parcels could possibly be combined into a single parcel. Just probably easy logistics going forward. Note, since we're talking about vacations, the ROW to the north there, kind of adjacent to the track area, we do have the easement for the road that goes up to the KCC, but to the right, you'd see a little bit of an edge of it here on the enclosed map. Spencer and Steve with Bonema are still digging into that of who officially on legal record owns that. But once that gets cleared up and if it's for sure confirmed in deed city, we would also be looking to vacate that as well. But for now, they're searching and it's a little complicated because some of these parcels are Torrens and it's proved kind of an interesting legal challenge. So just an update with that one as well.
Okay? Anybody have any questions? Rich, you got anything to add?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
You can go forward.
Close the public hearing?
Yep, we can close the public hearing, and then if council so desires, for this one, we can approve the first reading tonight to vacate.
Okay, we'll go ahead and we'll close the public hearing. We'll move back up to 6C2 and ask for a motion to approve the first reading.
I'll make that motion.
Thank you. Is there a second? Second. Thank you. Any other discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay, there we go. Thank you. All right, now we have 12 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always so tricky to time these public hearings, and you gotta allow space and adequate, show you provided adequate time, and,
Yeah.
well, I can share a few updates. I submitted today, Kevin with the RDC for the additional funding for the state for a substation project. We did find out we have to match what was put in the federal grant, as they're tying specifically with the federal grant. So in that grant, we had 500,000. We were hoping to increase it to 1 million just to have, you know, more just in case. But we did have to match the federal grant, so we did modify our ask to meet that requirement. But it was submitted and it will be approved on a rolling basis. So crossing fingers, I hope we get it, because if we do, I mean, that will be close to 3.6 million in grant funding for that project.
And when do you find out again?
They did not say when, they just said it's approved on a rolling basis. And unfortunately, they don't tell you what that means. I'm like, is that a month? Is that a quarter? And this would be for the construction part of it, and we're not bidding out the construction part of it till next year anyway, just because of the lead time with the equipment, so we need to find kind of that sweet spot of when to bid that out. So there's time, so it's not holding up anything. But it'd just be nice to know, because, you know, I haven't brought before council to issue that bond yet to cover our portions of a few different projects, because I'm waiting to try to see where this financially pans out. So I'm hoping to know sooner versus later. Then you mentioned the one house, and shared Darren's planning to do his inspection on Wednesday. Yes, 19. For the two houses, the one fire across from Public Workshop, and then the one on the hill.
The one on the hill, they paid the back taxes and
They
everything.
did, it's under Jacob's name, and they're both, last time I saw, they were gutting it out, so, I mean, we'll inspect it and put a, you know, this is what needs to be done to bring it into compliance, and my hope is they do. I mean, that was a house I didn't wanna take down, but
This summer that they're gonna work on those sidewalks downtown?
yes, so, great point. We have a public hearing, just open to the businesses here. I went and I hand-delivered a letter to all of them, so everyone should be aware. I don't want any single business owner looking out their window come next summer, what are they doing to the sidewalk? So I talked to everyone. I think that's on the 4th from 3 to 6 PM. I'll put a reminder in my, kind of my weekly update of when that is, and I welcome any council members to attend that. And the goal is to get feedback, and then once plans are finalized, that will go before council to approve. And then, of course, we'll have to call for bids. But the goal is to complete that in '26.
But walking path skyline, that's 27?
Yes, for the, and that's tied with the TAP grant, so that's the one you apply for, and they actually award it 4 years out. And that one's tricky, because it's in their fiscal year, and their fiscal year goes July to July, not to January, so I think it falls within our fiscal year of 20, or the regular calendar year of 27. But I need to confirm that, because they're kind of different, how they view that.
Now on the other part going up here, the trail that was just completed this year, I see they still got some, I don't know, them drainage socks and storm sewer covers on and things. I see they were out last weekend, picked the stuff up going up that way.
Sure.
That was a different contractor. They gonna get this stuff picked up going this way yet, or who do we
I will, yeah, I'll,
contact on that?
Mike Amborn,
Okay.
yeah. And of course, for that project, till into spring, I mean, we still have the retainage. I won't pay that out till spring, so. And officially close it out.
Do you know, have they received the other light poles for this other side yet?
I do not know if they
Street
got it
lights?
yet or not.
Yeah.
I can ask on that too.
And they were hoping to put up the Breaker Field lights till December.
Yes, mid-December pending the ground, if it's frozen enough. I don't know. Still debate, I guess, if we'll have a mild winter or a really bad one. It depends your source.
Supposed to turn to the south on Thanksgiving week, they're talking,
Yeah,
turned cold, so.
yeah.
So we'll see, weather depending,
Either
hopefully
way.
mid-December.
Either way, I heard or read that, this last weekend, I was reading something that said this would be, 2026 is gonna be the last publication of the Farmer's Almanac.
Yeah, I read,
I lost faith in that thing. Thinking this summer's gonna be a dry and hot summer. I'm like,
Well, there's like a new and an old one, right?
Yeah.
Are they stopping both, or, I don't know, I don't keep
I
up.
heard the same thing, though.
It's just not accurate enough. No,
I don't know what we'll go by next.
I think you just,
Yeah,
that's about as accurate as you're gonna get.
exactly.
I go by the weather rock, you know, if the rock is wet, it's raining, if it
Yeah.
has snow
Yeah.
on it, it's snowing, you know, if it's
It's
dry,
moving,
it's
it's windy.
dry. Yeah, it's moving, it's windy, yeah, the weather rock,
Yeah,
only way to tell for sure.
yeah.
Rich, you know you don't have to sit here for the rest of the,
Oh, yeah, yeah, we passed that, sorry, no, we're good.
Close the doors, quick. No one gets out of here.
No, you're good, you're welcome to stay, but you don't have to.
Yeah.
I'm just disappointed that you're talking about paving that part, that's
Of the trail going up the other way, yeah, to replace all that.
It's annoying, but I'm kind of glad because hopefully it'll settle.
Yeah.
Its last settlement, you know, because I don't know, you could run into some bad stuff by letting it only settle for one winter. Yeah.
There's about 16 feet that was dug out in some area of that, up there and things, that we did elect to let it sit 1 year and let it settle out.
shouldn't get any more water main breaks over there for a while now, right?
Well,
I hope
there's no more water main going across the road,
No,
so
we moved it, so.
the road won't be closed.
Yeah, we won't dig in the road anymore, yeah.
Thanks, Rich.
Yes, thank you.
Don't forget your coat, there you go.
Got a few minutes,
Couple minutes yet?
yeah.
Remember that, when that main broke under the railroad bridge there, when I was still living up on Skyline? When the water tower emptied, it sounded like a gigantic toilet getting flushed. Just,
Really?
I could hear it from inside my house. I'm like, what the hell is that? And then the text came out later that the water main broke, and
Oh,
yeah, it was crazy.
Huh,
sound you won't forget, that's.
Yeah, that's,
interesting.
Oh,
A lot of gallons moving.
yeah. Here's hoping for a good winter. Knock on wood. No, we can share with council, our personnel committee met with LELS this evening, and we do have an agreement. So that will be going before council here on the 1st.
Yeah, that went well.
Okay.
After a couple meetings and things, yeah, it went well. Nice to have one done. Yep. Yeah, it went good.
it's just crazy having that done that soon. In my bargaining group where I work, it's like new contract starts July 1st and they still haven't settled on things. It's,
It'll be a process. There's times where we've been into the new year, for sure. We still have 2 groups, but
what were they expecting insurance to go up?
oh, well, insurance went up 17%. We know what that is. Part of the proposal is we did increase the contribution to family, but we capped the HSA contribution in exchange, so we're paying less towards HSA.
The bank ended up doing what's called a ICRA plan. Everybody goes out to Mincher and everybody picks their own plan. Not it, so everybody's, if it was all of us, probably 9 different plans that we could be on. You could be on Medica, I could be on Blue Cross,
Really?
Health Partners, everybody's
Huh.
on something different, and then the bank chips in their portion.
Okay.
We pick up the difference, so. Our plan was going up, what was it gonna cost the bank? Like $400,000, the bank cost was gonna go up, so
Okay.
they switched to a different
We'll
plan.
catch that more later here. We're moving on.
Sounds good.
We're gonna start the public hearing for the street vacation for the west side.
Also similar, map is enclosed, highlighted area in yellow reflects what is proposed to be vacated. This stems from a request originally from 2 property owners, and then council elected to go by the resolution route versus a petition route to move forward with the vacation. We'll continue to maintain all the utility easements as well. Happy to answer any questions.
West side is in the name, or
West side,
side of town, right?
Yeah, it is.
or east side, I'm sorry. Yeah, no,
That's why I was like,
Yeah,
west side,
west.
is that somebody's
Here.
name, or?
no, it's just this side of town.
Okay, yep, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does everybody understand where this is at?
Sorta.
Gibb Christensen's place,
He's right here.
all right?
He owns.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yep,
Gibb's on the corner, it'd be half a block to the north.
yep, all right, I got it now.
It's a hillside in there and things, yeah.
I remember that when it came up.
Yeah, and he's interested because he owns the parcel on both sides, so he wanted to combine it so he could build something on that parcel.
Are we looking at all the highlighted area?
Just the yellow highlighted area here.
So,
Yep,
okay.
all yellow.
Kind of runs along the railroad tracks or between the houses and the railroad tracks there or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a few streets, I mean, we're not gonna build a street over the railroad
No, I
there,
know.
so.
yeah,
So cleaning it up a little bit.
okay. Anybody have any questions on that?
I have a paper copy, if anyone needs it. Oh.
Okay. It's all, yeah, in our minutes though too, right, or our agenda?
Did we have to notify the railroad about that at all, or?
We did, yep, they're within so many feet area radius, we send out letters
So-
notifying them of the hearing.
Showing up then, they're just like,
Yeah, they probably didn't even open it.
Hopefully we get this approved before they realize it.
They still have a railroad easement though.
They don't drag it
Yeah,
out
they
for
still have a
5 years.
railroad easement, so it's
Yeah.
not like the railroad,
Right.
you know, tracks will disappear in those areas, so.
Okay. Any other discussion for the public hearing? Okay, then we're gonna close it. And we're gonna go ahead and we're going to go back up to 6C3. Looking for a motion to approve the first reading of the ordinance to vacate that street section on the east side.
so moved.
Thank you. Second?
Second.
Okay, any other discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay. Now, I have one question that I thought of when we were talking that. That Thorsted property that we were going to purchase earlier in the year, and then it got put on hold due to some medical or some state.
Yeah, there was, money owed to the state.
Yeah.
For medical, and then, Spencer did talk. So the problem is the $1,000 that we were gonna pay to acquire the parcel actually goes to the state. So
Yep.
Spencer was checking with the gentleman, Jeremy? Gerald, thank you. And he didn't have any issues with that. That's the last update I heard, but I apologize, I'm not sure
Where it's at.
where it's at beyond that. Christine, have you heard any more on that? That was the last you heard too? Okay, I will follow up with Spencer on where that's at.
That's that corner piece right there, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause the city guys were in there earlier and kind of cleaned it up and
we've been
stuff.
maintaining it
Yeah,
at
it
this
really
point.
looks nice and everything, but I don't think we own it.
Not technically legally yet, so. But he was, though, yeah, they were fine with it going to the state. They get, I mean, no matter what they sold it for, it'd go back to the
Yep.
state as payment. They're not gonna get money for it, so.
I just didn't know where we're at yet.
I just don't think it was fully recorded yet. I'll follow up with Spencer and see
All
where
right.
that's at, and I'll share an update with council. Good question, thank you.
Anything else to come before council?
Motion to adjourn.
Second?
Bingo. Thank you.